Welcome back to the Severed Floor. This is going to be a recap/review of episode 8, Sweet Vitriol. Also, yes, I'm not wearing piercings. Let's get into it. The episode starts with Miss Cobell driving her gremlin by the ocean to the town of Salt's Neck. Then after that, we cut to a white title and no intro sequence. And my theory that I've mentioned before is when there is a blank episode title like that, someone's going to die in the episode. So we'll see. Someone's huffing something out of a bag next to her while she's brushing her teeth, and then we see that Devin, Mark's sister, is calling her phone. There's the diner waiter next who is giving a bottle of something to a customer. I assume more of this huffing stuff, and his name is Hampton, as is credited. I don't know if they say it in the episode. Cobell then shows up at the diner and introduces herself as Harmony and says the town is older and frailer than she remembers. Clearly she knows the diner guy. She goes ahead and tells him that she needs a favor and meets him at a factory. She's telling him that the house might be watched and that she needs a ride to Sissy's. Just as an aside, she does mention that Kier and Imogen met at the ether mill, which is what they're meeting in front of, and I assume that's what everyone's kind of getting high off of in the town. Then they're driving to the house and she's hiding in the back of his pickup truck. Devin calls a second time. We get to the house and Harmony's sister is there, whose name is Celestine Sissy Cobell. So that's where the name came about. And the sister doesn't like the guy. She says he's a puff peddler. Then the sister tells Harmony that her stuff is all gone and has been sold because she's there looking for something that was supposed to be at the house. The sister also says that Mr. Drummond had called. Sissy also says that the mother's room is supposed to be locked and that she had pulled out their mother's breathing tube to end her suffering, kind of thing, and that it would have been better if the mother was a believer in Kier. So the sister is a believer. She also says that the mother would have found solace in the 9. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I thought I'd mention it. As they're talking, it's also revealed that Harmony was at a school run by Mr. Egan and that she was part of the Wintertide Fellowship Apprenticeship. Harmony starts kind of ransacking the sister's room, trying to find a key to the mother's room that is locked. There's a goat on the shelf, and you can see there's a bunch of newspaper clippings and stuff referencing the Egans and Kier and all that kind of stuff. She also grabs the breathing tube, which now explains why we saw that tube on the seat of her car in the Goodbye Mrs. Selvig episode. She ends up finding the key and then falling asleep on the mother's bed, says something about having to find it or find something that she's looking for in the house. Hampton ends up coming up into the house and offering her ether to get high with him. She ends up doing that, and then she scolds him for selling it, and they kiss. It clicks with Harmony that the sister wouldn't have thrown away all of her things, and so they go outside to the cellar where she finds the annual reminiscences book and a trophy, opens it, and finds a booklet inside of this trophy that she had. She then comes back inside and starts yelling at the sister that these are all of her designs: the circuit blueprint, the base code, the Glasgow block, the overtime contingency, and all of it was her ideas. She said that Jamie Egan was credited with it instead, and she was told if she tried to seek credit, she would be banished. The sister tries to burn the book of her sketches to hide the credit that Harmony would have gotten, I guess. And then the sister tells her that the mom pulled out the tube herself, so I guess their mom offed herself. Hampton then says that someone's coming. Harmony takes off in his truck while he stays behind to meet whoever is coming. In my opinion, I'm thinking that he maybe dies from that, and that's why the episode title was blank. After that, it's showing her driving, and Devin calls now a third time, and she answers it this time, and then asks to have Mark be put on the phone, where she demands that he tells her everything. And then the episode ends after that. I noticed that they didn't say the title, Sweet Vitriol, anywhere in the episode. I even looked like in subtitles and stuff like that, and I couldn't find it. So it's one of those episodes that's a little bit different than everything else, but it was a good backstory. Thanks again for joining me for that recap/review. Until next time.